Hey there, welcome to Rusty's Late Night Sudoku Stream. We've got puzzle number 404 in the medium collection to do today. Then we'll be switching up to hard puzzles for the rest of the week, today and tomorrow. And we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're going to see if we can get this thing solved. Load it up first. Let's go about doing this a little bit different than I normally do. Just around and around until we get to the very center. Instead of I normally just go back and forth till I get to the very end, or last bottom left or bottom right square. And let's turn off highlighting for just a moment. Hit the go button. And there you've got a puzzle that we're going to try solving here. So have at it. I will try as well. All right. We know this is going to be a 4. One of these two is a 4. And that's 4. One of these two is a 4. And kind of wide open on 1s at the moment, not entirely. Got a 1 here. Narrows it down to 3 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and others are more. Okay, 2s. 2 here. 2 possibilities here, except it's going to be this one here, and this one here. That gets us a 2 in all the squares. How about a 3? Well, we know that can't be a 3. Can't be this one, so one of these two is a 3. And let's see. One of these two is a 3. Little 4 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. One of these two is a 3. Ah, 2 possibilities here. And let's see. Too many possibilities here. Already worked through the 4s. And everything's either marked or earmarked. 5s. One of these two is a 5. 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 And that's earmarked everywhere that doesn't have marked. So this becomes a 6. And let's see. One of these 3 is a 6. One of these 3 is a 6. This becomes a 6. And so we've got repeats in the middle row for 6s. It becomes a 7. One of these 3 is a 7. One of these 2 is a 7. What I'm kind of hoping is we'll narrow it down to a point where I can just press not 3 is less than that, but I got 4 here. So on to 8. That's going to be an 8. This is going to be an 8 because one of these two is an 8. I've got 3 possibilities here, but 2 possibilities here make this 3 pin into 2. And one of these two is going to be 8. Means this one's going to be 8. And onwards with 9. So I've got 3 and 4 that are at the top. One of these two is going to be a 9. One of these two is going to be a 9. We'll come back on another round for 1s. One of these two is going to be a 9. But that one's not, so that's a 3. This is a 9. One of these two is going to be a 9. And I've got 4 possibilities here. One of these two is going to be a 1. Don't have a way to narrow that one down yet. 4 possibilities there for 1s. All right, 5, 8. 5, 8 here says that neither of these can be a 1, so that's going to be a 1. I've got 3 possibilities here now. 3 possibilities here. This is going to become a 1 now. So that's an 8, that's a 3. That means one of these two is a 1. I've now got a 9-1 pair here, a pair of 5s. So at most I can have 3 here. Let's see if we can narrow that down a little bit more. Well, over here we see that one of these two is going to be 3. That blocks that up. Oh, hey, we're down to a single possibility for a 3 here, 5 here, and 4 here. That makes this one into a 5, this one into a 4, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the 6. All right, so we got 1s and 2s. One of these 3 is going to be a 3. We got a 4, pair of 5s, 6. So one of these 3 is going to be a 7 as well. We'll come back to that. So let's see what we can do here now. We've got one of these 3 is going to be a 1, 2. Well, actually, one of these 2 is going to be a 1. Making this into a 9, this into a 1. That means one of these 2 is going to be a 9. 1, 2, how about 3s? None of these are going to be a 3. We're still sitting at 3 possibilities here. Have a 4, 5. One of these 2 is going to be a 6. Excuse me. I've got 4 possibilities now. A possibility for 7 now. That makes this into a 9. And we've got an 8, a pair of possibilities for an 8. And it looks like 3 is going to be up here now. So one of these 2 is going to be a 3. meaning this is a 7. Along with this being a 7, this becomes a 3, 8, 9, 8, 5, 3, 5, 1, 6. Oh, that's too fast. 3, 6, and 1, and 9. That becomes a 3. This becomes a 9. Oop, nope. Actually, yes, that is a 9. That's not the. So I need to back that out. All right. At which point this becomes a 9. So I can have a 9 there. Turns this into a 9, 8. Oh, yeah, I'll close this one. Okay. I believe we had a 5, 8 pair here. This is an 8. So that does make this into a 5. This becomes a 5. Three and 7 possibilities here. However, this is going to be a 7. Makes this into a 3. This becomes a 7. This becomes a 3. This is 7. And that becomes a 3. Because this is a 3. 1 here. 6. So this will be a 6. And let's assume this is going to be a 1 for a closure of 11 minutes and 34 seconds. I hope you had a good time. I did. I'm working on wrapping this up, and then I'm going to go back to bed. I wish you all well, and we will see you again shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.